The new Hyundai Kona Electric. It's a better car than the old car, but it is worse in one way. Its efficiency is worse. The previous Kona Electric. So why exactly is the new car worse than the old car? Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans, you're watching the Electric Viking. Hyundai's new Kona Electric car. It's definitely an improvement in, I believe, every single way, except maybe the most important, range. It's not too bad, but it's a little bit of a disappointment because its efficiency has gone down. Now you'd think with a new generation of an electric car, the efficiency would improve, but for some reason it hasn't. The new upgraded 2024 Hyundai Kona Electric is just about to reach a lot of different countries worldwide. That's Europe, Australia, America, Canada as well. Apparently the new model is launching all over the world within the next few months. The 2024 model version of the car comes with a new 64.8 kilowatt hour battery. It's a tiny bit bigger than the old battery. It's a new battery pack, meant to be better. In fact, it's not much bigger. It's only 0.8 of a kilowatt hour bigger, so less than one single kilowatt hour bigger. The old version was 64, this is 64.8. Not much difference. Recently published EPA range and efficiency data though shows that the Kona Electric has a range of 261 miles. So that's actually only 1 mile higher than previous 2023 version, even though the battery pack is, well, a bit bigger. Not much, but a little bit bigger. Plus, it's meant to be a new upgraded battery. But that means the range is pretty much the same as a Chevrolet Bolt EV, which is obviously a fair bit cheaper. Now, unfortunately, in other markets, there is another version of this car which you can buy, which you might be getting confused with, which is cheaper than the US version because it's got a smaller battery pack. It's only got 197 miles of range because it has a 48.6 kilowatt hour battery. But that vehicle and that battery option won't be coming to most places outside of Europe. So here's what is a bit of a surprise to some people. The new version of the Kona Electric is less efficient than the old version. Energy consumption, including charging losses of the car, 116 miles per gallon, E or electric, or about 291 watt hours per mile. That's 4% or 3.6% higher than the previous version. So it's 3.6% less efficient than the old version. Considering all the technology Hyundai have been working on, battery improvement technology, you would think it'd be better, not worse. But there is a reason why. Hyundai says the car has an improved drag coefficient. You'd think that's another reason why it should be better. The 0.27 compared to 0.29. But the issue is that the vehicle is bigger. It's a bit longer. It's got a longer wheelbase and it's wider. But it is more roomy as a result. Anyway, how much power does the new Kona have? Is it worth actually buying? Well, first of all, I'm going to say straight up, I don't think you should consider this car. I think there's too many better options. Obviously, in places where you can buy BYD, the Atto 3 is probably a better value car. And there's other options as well, which include vehicles from companies such as MG. Obviously, the Tesla Model Y is an option. And in places like Australia, the Tesla Model Y is around about the same price. So yeah, obviously that's a better choice. It's got more range. It uses an LFP battery pack. It's bigger. Anyway, you see my point, but do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think in the comments. Specs. Okay, it has 150 kilowatt and 255 newton meters of torque, so it's got around 200 horsepower. The other surprising thing, the previous version was said to have 395 newton meters of torque. This version has 255, so it's got 140 newton meters less torque, and it's still 3.6% less efficient. Now, I know it's a bigger car, but you still would think if the motor has been downgraded by that much, that maybe the efficiency would have maybe stayed the same. Anyway, now there is one improvement with the new vehicle, aside from it being bigger. It has a 10.8 kilowatt on-board charger. The previous model was 7.2 kilowatt. That means you can do fast charging at home as long as you have the right infrastructure at your house in 3 hours. Not in 3 hours itself, but 3 hours faster than the old model. It can take 6 hours and 5 minutes for a full charge from 10 to 100%. The 9 hours and 15 minutes it took previously. In addition to that, the battery pack can be charged quicker. The battery can actually be fully charged from 10 to 80% on a fast charger in 43 minutes. Now, some other changes to the new Kona Elite, which are worth considering, or the new Kona Electric. The new iPedal. This enables one pedal driving that allows drivers to accelerate, decelerate, and stop using the accelerated pedal when desired, as in true one pedal driving. The previous version didn't have true one pedal driving. True one pedal driving is really good because it means that you can save money. You can just use the accelerator to accelerate and brake using regen. Regen obviously recharges the battery. Smart regen system that adjusts regeneration according to real-time traffic conditions. So apparently the car can kind of read traffic around it and figure out how much regen you need in order to be most efficient. Vehicle to load. This is another cool feature. It has a capability with an AC power output of up to 1.7 kilowatt. I mean, obviously a power output of 1.7 kilowatts is not even enough to run an air conditioner at your house, but it's still something. You can still run some things off it. You could run your fridge off it, for example. Prices. Well, the new price is meant to be similar to the old price. In the US, that means it'll cost around $34,000. But here's the big issue in America. This doesn't apply in Australia, of course, but in America, it doesn't qualify for the tax incentive of $7,500, meaning something like a base version Tesla Model Y could actually be the same price or probably a little bit cheaper. So that's definitely something you should consider. 2023 version of the car cost $33,600 US in its base model specification, but there is a destination charge of $1,335. The new model, because it's bigger and it has better specifications, has a slightly bigger battery pack, it's a bigger car, is expected to cost probably around 10 to 20% more in most markets. Is it a car I would buy personally? No, it isn't. I just think, like I said, there's other options that are better. That doesn't mean it's a bad car though. I mean, if you're in a place where Hyundai is offering you some big discounts, maybe consider it. Otherwise, I wouldn't personally. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching.